What's up, everyone? Welcome back to KennyJTV, and this is our series of women in insurance. And I'm very grateful and honored to have these two great women in insurance with us today. I'm going to go ahead and let them introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Sabrina Witherspoon of S&C Insurance Agency, and this is my partner.
I'm Crystal Ulmicher, and I'm also with S&C Insurance Agency.
And where are you guys located?
We're from Cleveland, Ohio. Our office is located, in Parma Heights, Ohio.
Gotcha. And this is pretty unique because you guys are you women are the only two that I've met that have opened up an agency together. The women that I've interviewed have been either just solo or they work for somebody. So how has that been working with like a friend, a business partner? How has that been?
It's really been interesting. I mean, we've become like best friends. We spend a lot of time together, working together. So, I mean, we kind of knew from the beginning what our strengths and weaknesses were. Yes. So we literally had a meeting where we sat down and went over exactly what her duties will be, what my duties will be, and we just kind of stayed in our own lane as far as that's concerned.
And I think that's very important as well when you go into business with someone, because for me, it's just me. So I don't have to like consult with someone, but if you lay down the foundation first, you don't have to worry about, well, they said they were going to do that. You know, you make everything plain and clear at the beginning. And how did you guys originally meet?
We worked at the same insurance agency, a little small agency. It closed during Corona, but it was in a different part of Parma, farther west. And she was a secretary/agent, and so was I.
And you guys... Oh, really? And now look, you guys have your own business, right? That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, we were making enough money, and we just weren't happy. And we were like, if this guy can make all this money, why can't we?
Exactly.
And we literally Googled it and took it from there, and it worked. It's been almost a little over a year.
Congratulations. Yeah, Google's very powerful. People don't realize how powerful Google is, and a lot of people do, like, you know, book people for calls and stuff, but a lot of times if they just Google it, they'll find the answer. You know, Google's like all knowing, you know what I mean? So it's like if you Google things, you can really get some accurate information. So what has been like the biggest obstacle for your business, being that it's two owners?
I would say a big obstacle for us, especially in the beginning, was paying each other. I mean, because we have to make sure all the bills are paid. Now we have 2 employees, and then we're both single moms. Yeah, we are. Today we're so excited. But I think that for us, making sure that we can both pay ourselves equally and still have everything
pay the business. Yeah, because you know, the money had to make sense.
Right.
So we both basically started from savings and just, you know, trying to pull it together. So we had to figure out how to pay the business, how to pay ourselves, and stay afloat. Yeah. So actually, I mean, we meshed really well from the beginning. So it really wasn't too many obstacles other than the finance part.
That's rare to hear. And then how long did it take for you guys to start seeing income or starting, you know, to get income? Because I get that question a lot, and I feel like it's different for everybody, you know?
Well, we started organically with one company, no clients, working out of her house. Then we found this building. Now we have over 15 companies, and we're close to like 150 clients now. But that's from the internet, just word of mouth. I would say it took us a good 9 months, right? Almost to the year mark.
Yeah.
We look at it a lot differently. Crystal looks at, you know, when we incorporated the business as our annual. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine. It's business.
Me, I look at it more as the financial standpoint. So when the business actually started taking in revenue, so we haven't met that year yet for me to make it make sense.
Yeah.
So I still don't see the revenue as we should. So I'm not gonna say, I'll let you know in August.
No, yeah. No, I get it.
I don't know. And I look at, you know, all the business that we've wrote just in one company so far, over 100 grand in premium. And for me, I'm like, we went from 0 to that in one company. I mean, and I get where she's coming from though. Like, we're not rich yet, but
you'll be there. No, yeah, you'll be there. So do you guys use any type of leads or anything, or is it just like organically?
Well, we do purchase leads.
We just started.
We just started in January. From 2 different lead sources, we purchase leads.
And how has that been for you?
We've seen a little action from the leads, but majority of our business comes from social media marketing.
Yes.
Honestly, referrals, you know,
my personal Facebook.
People we know, family, that kind of thing. So it's kind of like, you know, we have an insurance agency, right? Let me quote you. I need your business. Right. And, you know, some people are haters. They don't want to give it to you.
Yeah. Of course.
We've been doing pretty good.
Cool. Well, I'm glad that you guys are able to kind of see both sides. So do you guys think you'll continue to have like leads and things like that from like purchasing them? Like, do you think the investment is worth it?
We haven't done it long enough to really know. So we're still investigating that.
Okay. And then back to your point, you said like, because you guys have been in business what, a year and what? How long has it been?
A year and a month.
A month. And I will say I've been in business a year and 2 months, almost 3.
Congrats.
Right, thank you. And I will say when those renewals hit, they hit. Like you guys wrote so much. When you start seeing those renewals, you're gonna say, "Oh, I get it now." Because at first, you know, you're writing, and you're making the money as you go. Now, like I'm getting the renewals, and it's like I get paid again on top of the new business that you know you write, and that's why people think like I can get an insurance, and people sell these false dreams of saying that you can make $100,000 in a year, but it's possible, but it's not realistic. You know, you have to. It's a numbers game, and it's a patient game. But I would think if you can wait 3 to 5 years, you'll be set. Like I know insurance agency owners that are living the life, not really working after 10 years because they have a staff and things like that. And you guys said you had a staff. Is it just 2 agents, or is it admin, or what kind of employees do you guys have?
So we have an administrative assistant, and then we have a cold caller. So we have Okay,
so question, are they licensed, or is it just they're doing, like what kind of admin work are they doing? Because I'm just curious for myself, to be honest.
So our admin assistant, she's not licensed. She basically keeps track of the policy counts. She calls, she does cancellations, pending cancels. She
follows up on leads.
Okay.
Checks the emails,
basically everything administrative. I mean, she takes care of the office.
She's at the post office right now, mailing stuff.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, so she's taking care of everything. We just don't have time to do.
Yeah, and I know it does free up a lot of time because when you first start, you don't want to put out that money, but then when you start to delegate and have other people do it, you find yourself being able to, you know, write more insurance policies.
Right.
Admin, run into the post office and things like that. And being that it's 2 owners, because I'm just so intrigued by it, do you guys have like a good work-life balance, or is it more so you guys just in the office all the time now, or how does that work? Because it's 2 of you guys that own it instead of 1.
Well, we just we're here Monday through Friday, 9 to 5.
Both of us.
If we need a day off, we just tell each other, hey, I'm not going to make it in tomorrow. You're going to have to cover the office. And it's been like, we have each other's back. So if I'm off, she needs me, she'll call, text me. You know, we've tried to make it work the best we can. So far, we haven't had any issues in that department.
And if the kids have a day off school, we can bring them in the office. It's big enough for them to, you know, we're single moms again. So that's a really good
to specify for the kids in case they have to.
Cool, get them trained early. But that's really
because we tell them like this is gonna be
yours, right.
Right. And right. You gotta do something, right? And that's the beauty of your own business, you know, like you have that freedom to bring your kids in and not come to work and even build something for them. So, you know, when they're older, they have something, you know, you're building that generational wealth very early for them, which is really amazing. I commend you guys for that. Do you guys have, of course, do you guys have like a niche market that you guys focus on, or is it just like you're kind of doing just a little bit of everything?
We kind of do a little bit of everything. I noticed though, when we go over our books, we're writing more property and casualty than anything.
Okay.
So it's just basically what's coming in.
Gotcha. Is it more like personal lines, commercial, auto, home?
Personal lines, auto, home.
Okay. And it's just people like reaching out, or is it like from referral partners or leads, or what is the main source of those?
Most of it is people reaching out and referrals. Because we do, I don't know if a lot of agents do this, but we do pay our clients a referral fee
Mhm.
for anyone they refer to us that we actually write the policy for. So that's motivation for a lot of our
Yeah.
clients is to get a little extra money on top just by sending us a name.
Yeah, I think that's very smart because even when I was at State Farm before, we used to send like $10 gift cards out to anybody that sent a client because you're making way more than $10 on the policy. But it's
Right.
like,
Yeah.
it's an incentive. Like, oh, let me just make this $10 real quick by just sending someone, you know what I mean? And that can help grow your business as well. And I've heard this quote that said, your best marketing team is going to be your clients. You know,
Right.
they're going to speak
sure.
the highest of your name and pass the word on. So I've had, you know, many times where people call and be like, yeah, so-and-so referred me. And I'm like, wow. And I always, you know, reach out to them and thank them, send them a gift card or something. So I really do appreciate that. And what is like you guys' like favorite method of marketing so far that you guys have kind of clinged to?
What do you think? I still like the old school knocking on doors. I like going to apartment complexes with little gift bags and introducing ourselves. That's my favorite.
She spends a lot of time on social media marketing. Like,
Oh,
Right.
I see.
I can't market. I don't have time for that.
So that's right.
That's her, like, that's what Crystal does for S&C Insurance. She's awesome. And I mean, she literally drives in at least 80% of the business.
Wow, that's
with her
amazing.
marketing.
That's why you guys are the dream team. You know, you're doing the back end, she's on the marketing, and it works, right? I love it. I love it. I love it. So question, so how has it been marketing like at the apartment complexes and stuff? Because I would like to do that. I haven't done a lot of it. I would say because of COVID and people were closed down more so. Why I didn't? But how has that been for you? Like, you know, translating that to actual like deals and clients?
Well, for the apartment complexes, we've only seen a little bit of I don't know, a few clients came out of that, but more for us, we have a friend that owns an auto body shop, and then another one that just sells cars. And out of those two, they've brought us the most business.
Yeah, from that type of marketing.
I could see that. That's definitely good to have people in that network, especially selling cars, because people are always, you know what I mean,
Yes.
buying cars and things like that. I know you guys stated when we first spoke that do both of you guys have your notary license or one of you?
I do.
Okay, you have your notary license. Has that benefited your clients at all and like your business, and how?
Yes. So I will say that a lot of clients, if they come here just to get something notarized, no matter what, they still leave with a business card. I let them know that we sell insurance, and we just started our second business. Oh, I'm so excited. It's called New Biz Go. And we do a lot of like financial planning. We can do deeds. We can do what else?
Yeah, we did our first quick claim deed yesterday.
Congratulations.
So I write the papers,
and I notarize.
I love it. I love it because it's important to diversify as well. Like insurance is super lucrative, but the more you diversify, I learned that especially like with COVID. And one of my old bosses lost his job, and I'm like, "You worried?" And he's like, "No, I have like 20 investment properties." So you know, you always want to diversify and not put pretty much all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah,
sure.
And I know you guys have a location, which you spoke about a little earlier. Do you think, in your opinion, it's a necessity to have a location?
It is. Okay. It is. What we notice, a lot of the companies will not give you binding authority unless you have a brick and mortar. And the truth of the matter is, anyone who's looking for an office, take your time. Find something that you can actually afford.
Yeah.
And make sure you dress it up so it looks professional and it's nice.
I love it. I love it. Do you guys have like a lot of clients coming in there, or is it just kind of?
Yeah, really? A lot of people coming here.
Because some people do, like, whether people want to.
Starting to ring ridiculously.
Right.
So we're starting to get a lot of calls in. We're getting a lot of foot traffic in. However, most of the foot traffic we get in is from appointments. It's not just people randomly walking in the door.
Yeah, that would be kind of wild.
That would be ideal, but
right. Exactly. But I mean, it is important because some people, they'll say like they don't, like some agents don't meet with clients and some do, but some people really do want to be able to sit down with their insurance agent, you know what I mean, go over the coverages and what have you. So that's why.
I think for me, it's better when you can meet people face to face, because then you can kind of upsell and you can, sell other stuff to them. Yeah. So,
and people trust you more, like once they've met you, like I could be anybody on the internet trying to sell insurance.
Yeah.
So I feel like that gives us an advantage.
And when they see your office too, they're like, oh, this is a real business.
Okay. It's a real business, and it's actually nice in here, and they're nice people. Right?
Okay. So many times, like, it's so nice in here. Oh my God.
Right. I can actually trust them. Right. So question. So you guys are just licensed in Ohio, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, and do you guys plan to expand within other states? And what states are you planning to go to?
For sure, Florida and California are two of the locations that we've discussed.
Somewhere warm
thus
because
far.
Ohio's too cold.
It's too cold here.
Ohio is cold. So do you guys have like a warm market there, or those are just states that you're interested in going to just because they're warm and they're great states?
We love them.
Yeah,
those are our favorite places, so we want to go.
I love it. I love it. And then, so you guys said you have an administrative assistant, and then what was the other employee you have?
A cold caller.
Cold caller. So do you guys plan on hiring an agent anytime soon, or what does that timeline look like?
We talked about August. So it just kind of depends at that point what the books look like. The money has to make sense. You have to make it make sense.
Right.
Because we want to bring someone in and train them. So I don't know about so much going to get an already licensed agent as, someone that's not licensed, train
and be
them
able to mold them and things like
that.
Right.
Right. Teach them how to do it here.
Exactly. But the good thing about your agency, you guys already have 2 licensed producers. You know what I mean? So it's like, even if you waited a year, 2 years, it's still 2 of you guys bringing in new business. So it's almost like it is important to get the support staff more so than more agents right now, because if you have a ton of agents selling things and nobody following up, mailing things out, servicing, it's kind of like you're going to be seeing a lot of you're going to see a lot of clients just leave because you can't keep the clients in because you're currently constantly working on selling. And do you guys have like a mentor that helped you guys at all, or is it all just you two bouncing ideas off of each other?
It's pretty much us two. But I was telling her like before the interview that you and Mr. Nick Saka, I have watched the both of you, like the 4 times I tried to pass my PNC license, and then I finally did my life insurance license for everything. I take little things from both of you. I'll send her videos all the time, like, watch this, we should try this or that. So I think you two, out of YouTube and me and her bouncing ideas,
I'm too shy to do these videos.
I think that's been really good for the both of us.
Really
she's shy.
So she's always like, do a video now.
She's like,
you should though, because you have a really nice face, and you have both of you guys are really beautiful women, and you guys speak very well because you're on the camera right now. You know what I mean? So it's really no different. And for people to see 2 women running an insurance agent from 2 different races and they're doing it themselves, that's a big deal. You don't see that's kind of out of the norm type thing. So imagine how many little girls alone you could inspire, or women that are in insurance, like, I don't know if I could start an agency. And then they see people like you. They can see me and Nick and whoever all day, but we're men. So it's a certain amount of relatability that's going to reach them. You know what I mean? So
you're guilting me into it. Yeah. You're guilting me.
Yeah, I have to, because I want to see more insurance, creators on YouTube. Because I mean, YouTube, the reach is crazy on YouTube. You'd be surprised when the people all over the country will start reaching out to you. You know what I mean? So I would highly recommend doing that. And then, what has been the biggest struggle as women in insurance?
It's a man's world.
Yeah, it's definitely a man's world.
Yeah,
that's a lot of men think that we don't know what we're talking about because we're women. What else do you say?
I think the trust factor. Because we're women, a lot of people are looking like, we actually had one client come in to get something notarized, and we were like, she was asking about insurance, and she's like, well, who owns the business? And we're like, we do. And so she kind of gave this look like, but she ended up buying a policy anyway.
That's all that matters at the end of the day, as long as she bought that policy, right? So
policy.
Yeah, what did she say? She's like, where's the corporate main office?
Where's the main office?
Something.
This is the main office.
This is corporate headquarters. Welcome.
Welcome. Can we get your coffee?
Right, anything, right. And then
I am the manager.
Right, I am the manager, right. There's nobody above me, so it is what it is. And my last question for you guys would be, what advice would you have for like women in insurance in general, and then women that are trying to start an insurance agency? So basically talking back to yourself when you first started the agency.
Do it. Just do it. Just do it. Do whatever you can. If you have to start out your house, you can. You can do it. You can use your cell phone. You don't have to.
A tablet.
And at this point, I cannot go to work for anyone else. Like, I'm already, my mind is at that place where I'm like, I can't take orders from people anymore. So I can't do it. So I mean, do it. Just do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
If we can do it, anybody
can do it. Yeah.
As cliche as it sounds, it's so true. And you're right. Like, I could never go to work for anybody else and just run their own business. You know, it has its ups and downs, but it's yours. Like, it's your baby. You know what I mean? And nobody can take that away from you. And you don't have to answer to people. And if you have to go to the doctor, you don't have to ask anybody, can I take a, you know what I mean? It's like, you just go. Like, I'm a grown adult. Why am I asking you to, you know, but
I'll call her and say, hey, I'll be late. I'll be here later.
All right, be safe. That's it. That's all. You know what I mean?
Love you. Let me know if you need anything.
Right. Exactly. Well, I really do appreciate you ladies for joining us today. And tell me how everyone can reach you, the website, and I'll put all the information in the description box below as well.
Of course, S&C Insurance, our phone number is 1-800-593-2461. If you want to send us an email, it would be scllc2020@yahoo.com. Our website is www.scllcinsuranceagency.com.
You did great.
That was great. That was like the little commercial where they had like the side effects and they just start reading all of it really fast.
Where'd you come from?
Right, that was great. So guys, if you need any insurance from anyone in Ohio, I highly recommend them. They're great. They're doing great. And if I ever have business that is in Ohio, of course, I'll send it, your way. And I really appreciate you guys for joining us today.
Thank you.
You're welcome.